this is NJ, your host on this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion on the weekly forecast starting from the September 19th till September 25th. So now friends, as you know this thing that whenever it comes down to the weekly forecast, we basically follow the movement of moon during that given period of time. So during this week, moon will start its journey from the Gemini sign. In its due course, it is going to get conjunct with Venus as well, and then it is going to be ending the week creating a new moon being in the Virgo sign conjunct with Sun, with Mercury and Venus over there. So there's not going to be any major planetary shift which is going to be taking place apart from the movement of Venus, because Venus is going to be entering the sign of its debilitation, the Virgo sign, on September 24th. So friends, this week I'm not looking at major planetary shift, but as I upload the videos on the monthly forecast as well. So next month is definitely going to be filled with lot of churning up, because Saturn is going to be coming out of its retrograde motion. There is going to be eclipses as well. Mars is also going to be changing the signs. So definitely there is a lot in store in the next month of October. But in this month, or right now in this video, we will only focus on the weekly forecast. And also friends, like the way I always say this thing, that in order for you to come to any conclusion, you have to take into consideration the kind of yogas you have in your chart, the kind of dashas you are currently going through. But whenever we give attention towards these kind of transit video, they definitely give us this insight, the way your surrounding circumstances are going to be influencing you basis the transit of moon in any given period of time. So okay friends, now we will start our discussion customized to all the rising signs. So friends, for all the Aries Lagna people, during this week, moon is going to be starting its journey from your 3rd house and it's going to be ending the week in your 6th house. So definitely friends, your energy level is all time high. I'm actually looking forward to all the Aries Lagna people being very positively chasing their dreams, their goals. Now friends, definitely because moon is going to be making a journey from the 3rd house. So very good week for initiating any important project. Like during this week, you might also take some important short journeys and some sort of profitable travels as well. Any sort of presentations, meeting will prove to be very fruitful, very beneficial for you. Like during this week, you might also get a chance to spend money in your loved ones, in the family, domestic life related matters, which will bring happiness in the matters of the family life. Also friends, because during this week, moon is going to be getting conjunct with Venus as well in your 5th house. So very good week for in the matters of the love and romance, like for all those people who are already in a relationship, spending quality time with your loved ones, if you want to propose someone. So regarding that front as well, the week is creating a positive energy. Also for the students as well, like whether you are a student, you are just focusing on your academics, or whether you are on that verge where you have to appear in any sort of important competitive exam. So regarding that front as well, the week is creating a very positive energy. Like rather friends, I would say that whenever the 6th house gets so much potent or accentuated in the transit, so a very good time for you guys to ask for or apply for any loan. So it is a good time for getting the loan. But when it comes down to giving your money on credit to other people, over there you have to remain a little bit cautious. So definitely friends, because your ascendant lord is right now transiting in your 2nd house of your income. So I'm actually foreseeing all the Aries Lagna people putting their best foot forward. How can they accentuate the matters of their financial inflow? So whether we talk about increase or enhancement in your finances, or whether we talk about spending your money in the matters of your domestic life or within your family and all of that, so the yoga is running very positive in the case of the Aries Lagna people. The only vulnerability over here is that friends, because see, you have to wait for another couple of weeks for Saturn to come out of its retrograde motion in your 10th house. Trust me friends on this thing, that all the hard work which you have been putting in. So let's say for example, if Saturn is basis, see, I'm just telling you about the planetary shift and movement in the transit. I do not know that what is the state and degree of the planets in your natal chart. What is the dignity of Saturn in your natal chart? But let's say, for example, if you are facing the heat because of the slowness of the Saturn in your life, that you have been putting so much efforts but results are not coming in matching your hard work, so just wait for Saturn to first come out of its retrograde motion in your 10th house, and once next year in the month of January, once Saturn is going to enter your 11th house, trust me, quote me on this thing, all the results of your hard work will start coming in. So during this week, friends, it is a very good week for undertaking some important travels, a good time for the people in love, romance, relationship, and even in the matters of your professional front as well. For all those people who are working professionals, they are in a job. So just because in your 6th house, there's a lot of planets which are getting concentrated. So even during this time, if you want to undertake any important responsibility or any restructuring in the matters of your professional life at your work front, so you can consider doing that as well. Moving ahead, friends, now for all the Taurus Lagna people. So guys, in your case, moon will start its journey from your 2nd house and will end the week in your 5th house. So definitely, friends, like specifically for this week, for your rising sign, I only have good things to say. So because moon is going to be starting the journey from your house of income. So regarding the spending money on the luxurious things, like when we talk about all the things which gives us comforts and all those tangible aspect, like specifically whether it's a part of your lifestyle, it's a part of your livelihood, you as a part of profession, as a part of your business, you deal in all these entities, so all those people will definitely get benefited. Also, friends, any sort of travels will prove to be profitable. You will be willing to spend your money in the matters of the family life, domestic life, spending quality time with your loved ones. Also from the students perspective as well, because as you can see that in your 5th house, a lot of planetary concentration has taken place over here. So your discriminatory intelligence, your mental faculties are actually working in the best of their capabilities. So you will be able to take some very important decision during this week as well. Like even if we have to talk from the perspective of the relationship as well, like all those people who are single, looking forward to some matrimonial alliances and all of that. So regarding that front as well, the time is running very auspicious, very favorable for all the Taurus Lagna people. So friends, if I were to summarize, I'm just looking forward to a week given or driven towards comforts, enjoyment, luxuries, travels, all of that. And as you can see that after this week, we will start celebrating the auspicious arrival of the 9 days devoted to the goddess Durga. So the Shardiya Navratra will start. So I would say that be in this festive mode, and if you want to initiate any important project of yours, so a very good week for socialization and spending quality time with your loved ones. Moving ahead, friends, now for all the Gemini rising people. So now guys, in your case, moon will start its journey from your 1st house and will end the week right over there in your 4th house. So now friends, definitely, because as you can see over here that right now planets, like all the planets are in a retrograde motion. Like when I say all, so I am including Saturn, Jupiter, Mercury, like Uranus, Neptune, Venus is also combust. So because of which the week just before the starting of the week, moon is going to be transiting from your 12th house, being conjunct with Mars, which can give rise to little bit of the instability in your emotional mental state. But trust me, with the passage or with the progress of the week, things will come back to their normal state. Rather, because moon is going to be transiting from your 1st house, 2nd house, 3rd house. So I would say that a very good week after like Monday and Tuesday, I would say that week will prove to be very progressive, very favorable for socialization, any sort of travels, spending quality time with your loved ones, specifically because too much of the planetary concentration is taking place in your 4th house. So a very good time for participating in any event or inviting people to your home for any sort of event, any sort of celebration. Regarding that front, the week is creating a very positive energy. Also friends, because as you can see that right now Mars is aspecting your 6th house from the 12th house. So that is also a very good indication that you will win over any sort of competition, any sort of threats. The only thing is that, friends, because as you can see that your fifth house lord, which is the planet Venus, it is already combust, and it is going to be entering the sign of its debilitation during this week only. So regarding the matters of the education, so for all the students, you have to work very hard if you have to appear in any sort of competitive exam. Same thing goes with the other aspect of the fifth house, whether we talk about people interested in the speculation, stock market, trading, and for students, people in the loving and romantic relationship, or all those people who are looking forward to any sort of matrimonial alliances and all of that. So the period is running very neutral. So I'm not looking at a very quick paced development. I'm not looking forward to like everything getting denied. It's just like that. In the matters of the love, romance, specifically the matters of the fifth house and the seventh house, you have to work hard. But when we talk about the socialization and all of that, the week is creating a very positive energy for all the Gemini rising people. Moving ahead, friends, now for all the Cancer Lagna people. So now guys, in your case, moon will start its journey from your 12th house and will end the week in your 3rd house. So definitely, friends, the week might start little bit kind of, like it all comes down to individuals' aspirations. Now let's say, for example, if you are in any sort of spiritual pursuit right now, so I would say that just before the beginning of the week, or right at the initial like Mondays, I would say, till that time, the week is creating a very positive energy for investing in any of the areas of spirituality, overseas travel, investments, and all of that. Afterwards, once moon is going to enter your like 1st house, and it is going to be aspecting both from the like planet Saturn and the planet Jupiter as well. And once moon will start making its journey from your 2nd house and the 3rd house, so I would say that the week is creating a very positive energy for taking some important decision, receiving the guidance and support from your friends, from the elderly members of your family, also in the matters of the finances and income. So regarding that front as well, you are actually in a position of advantage or in a position of power. Now friends, just because right now Mars, which is a Yogarka planet for you guys, so Mars, as if it is transiting right now in your 11th house. So definitely the significator qualities which Mars represents, where we talk about dealing with the matters of the property and all of that. So you are also going through a very auspicious time for any of the buying and selling of the land, property related matters. Also friends, when we talk about the matters of the relationship, regarding that front, so the energy is not that positive. We still have to wait for Saturn to come out of its retrograde motion in your 7th house. Jupiter's presence and all the houses which Jupiter is aspecting right now, so definitely luck is supporting you in all areas of your life, because friends, the presence of Jupiter in the 9th house not only benefit or enhance the prospects of your luck, but it also aspects some very auspicious houses. It aspects your 1st house of your personality, of your health, and the 5th house of your intellect. And just because it is going to be aspecting your 3rd house as well, where the majority of the planetary concentration is currently taking place. So definitely friends, a very good week for initiating any important steps, socializing with people, or because of the support. Like this week, the theme or the essence of this week is that because of the support of the people around you, some of the important projects or tasks or works of yours will definitely get accomplished for all the Cancer Lagna people. Moving ahead, friends, now for all the Leo rising people. So now guys, in your case, moon will start its weekly journey from your 11th house and will end the week in your 2nd house. So a very good week for the gains, for the enhancement of the reputation, or gains in your financial inflow. Now friends, as you can see over here, that because moon is going to be passing from your 12th house as well. So let's say, for example, if during this week you have to undertake any important travel, so that too specifically business or work related travel, so do consider taking that, because it is going to be very beneficial, very fruitful for you. Now friends, when we talk about other aspects, so as you can see that Saturn is right now is in a retrograde motion in your 6th house. So that is the only one sign which I'm like seeing you guys vulnerable. So I would say that it will be very much in your benefit, in your advantage, not to get into any sort of conflict, like all the 6th house related matters, like when we talk about anything to do with the concerns of dispute or your leadership style, if you are in on that top management and all of that, so the way you deal with people, so it will be more advisable for you if you can diplomatically handle any sort of conflict rather than straight away headstrongly getting involved in any sort of arguments, because it is just going to end up draining your energy and entangling you in any of these matters, because finally and ultimately it's just not very far when Saturn is going to be coming out of your 6th house. Also friends, as you can see that because Jupiter is right now transiting in your 8th house, so it is also a very beneficial time for all those people who are expecting any sort of inheritance, or all those people who are working in the fields of insurance, revenue, taxing and all of that. So this excess of the 8th house and all the horde of the planets getting concentrated in the 2nd house, it's actually making you very much eligible for any sort of windfall of financial gain as well, if that is getting qualified in your case. So overall friends, a very good week for the enhancement of reputation, some important strategic decision making, diplomatically handling any situation. And yes friends, because very soon after the end of this week, we will be celebrating the auspicious like 9 days of celebration dedicated to the goddess Durga. So I would say that just remain in that celebration festive mood. If any option or provision of travel come during this week, you can consider doing that. And whatsoever happens, refrain from getting into any arguments, and the more respectful you can remain towards the elderly members of your family, the better it is going to be working out for all the Leo rising people. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Virgo rising people. So now guys, as you can see that during this week, moon will start its journey from your 10th house and will end the week right over there in your 1st house. And as just because there has been a lot of planetary concentration which is taking place right now in your 1st house, so that is actually putting you or placing you in a position of power or advantage. I would say that specifically if in your part of nature of work, too much of the presentation, multitasking, or you are in that top management and leadership role, so any of the decisions taken by you during this time will definitely prove to be very beneficial. Also friends, a very good week for the enhancement of the reputation, because moon is going to be traveling from your 11th house as well. So during this time you might remain lucky in receiving the support from someone very prominent, someone very influential, and because of the support of this person, some additional responsibility, designation, or some sort of lucrative opportunity might also come to you. So remain very much open towards that. Also regarding the matters or prospects of travels as well, the week is creating a very positive energy. Now friends, over here I have to say this thing, because many times what happens is that when everything is coming out in our favor, and specifically whenever the so much of the planets get concentrated in our 1st house, so many times we just either get careless or too overconfident. Now this is getting more applicable in the cases of the students, because friends, in your case Saturn is right now in a retrograde motion in your 5th house. So do not be careless in the matters of, like specifically during this time, if you have to appear in any sort of competitive exam, so you have to remain a little bit careful. And also friends, for all the grown up for all the parents, if they are all the time receiving complaints on the account of their teenage children and all of that, so during this time there could be some worries or anxiety on the account of children as well. Now friends, when I say and regarding the matters of the matrimonial alliances and all of that, so the week is creating a very neutral energy. It is not very positive, nor it's creating any obstruction. So friends, overall, if I were to summarize this week's energy or theme for all the Virgo rising people, so a very good week for remaining lucky in grabbing some lucrative opportunity, enhancement of reputation, and taking some important discriminatory decision during this week is on the cards for all the Virgo rising people. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Libra rising people. So now guys, in your case, moon will start its journey from your 9th house and will end the week in your 12th house. So definitely friends, regarding the financial gains perspective, the week is creating a positive energy. But with that said, as you can see that a lot of the planetary concentration has taken place in your 12th house. Very soon, like your ascendant lord is already combust and it is going to enter your 12th house very soon as well during this week. So because of which friends, there is a lot of confusion and the energy of vacillation which is getting generated for all the Libra rising people. So because of which, if you have to take any important decision, you have to take that with lot of caution and care. Second thing is that friends, because as you can see that your 2nd house lord and the 7th house lord is right now transiting in the 8th house. So again, in the matters of the family life or within the matters of your relationship or matrimonial ties as well, there is a lot of the uncertainty, unpredictable energy which is right now going in there. So I would say that refrain from confrontation, and like if you have to deal with any of the stressful situation pertaining to the matters of your family or your partner or something, so handle that very gracefully, very diplomatically, because otherwise the outcome might not be very pleasing for you. Third thing is that friends, because as you can see that the whole planetary concentration is taking place in such a way that it will be advisable to give heightened attention towards your health, because if any of the health related matter is going to go wrong during this time, the repercussion or the recovery rate might not be very fast. Sometimes what happens is that we get down with viral or just a cold or cough, we get like all those things get fixed up in couple of days, and in certain times it just takes very long time. So this is something which I am trying to say, that the matters of health or any of the concerns of the debt and all of that needs to be handled with complete caution and care. Now friends, just because Mars is right now transiting in your 8th house, so this can be seen as a very good energy for selling out your any of the matters of the property. Like if you want to sell any property, impending property related matters, regarding that front it is a very good week. But regarding buying any new property, starting any research or exploration in this area needs to be avoided during this week. Also friends, because moon is ultimately going to be transiting from your 9th house, 10th house, 11th house, so regarding the gains perspective, enhancement of the reputation perspective, anything to do with the spirituality, religious austerities, regarding that front the week is creating positive energy. So I would say that if you have been putting forth very hard work in any specific area of life and the assessment of that needs to be done during this week, so definitely it will generate lot of appreciation for all the hard work of yours. But in general friends, stay cautious in the matters of relationship, in the matters of your health, and any of the concerns of finances or debts needs to be taken with lot of contemplation, lot of care during this week for all the Libra rising people. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Scorpio rising people. So now guys, in your case, moon is going to be starting its journey from your 8th house and will end the week in your 11th house. So definitely friends, the week is creating a very positive energy. Like rather I would say that if you are in that nature of work where sudden opportunities, sudden financial gains is getting qualified, then definitely this week will prove to be a game changer for all these Scorpio rising people. Like I would say that if from past long you have been struck in any sort of deadlock situation, any sort of impasse kind of situation, so this week can actually make you come out of those situations as well. So when we talk about regarding the matters of the some positive decision taken at your professional front, getting and receiving the support of the prominent people at your work front, the week is creating a very positive energy. Now friends, as you can see that just because your ascendant lord is right now transiting in the 7th house and it is actually kind of stirring up all the matters of the 7th house. So a very good time, a very good week for people who are looking forward to any sort of matrimonial alliances, and I would say that all those people who are in business of any sort. So even regarding gaining the commercial benefit during this week, the week is creating a very positive energy. Now friends, I'm not seeing you guys in that state that you need the support of other people around you, or like rather I would say you will only kind of get disappointed if you will look forward to other people's help or favor in any of the matter. You are like right now the transit is creating such an alignment that you are competent enough in taking the bull by the horns, taking some important decision. So this is how friends the week is turning out for all the Scorpio Lagna people. A very auspicious week filled with a lot of energy, lot of determination, positive churning up, and in all areas of life. Like when we talk about from the perspective of the students, over there you have to work little bit hard, but overall friends, the week is making you guys or putting you guys in the forefront. And if during this week you have to give any important presentation, sign any important contract or agreement, so you can actually consider doing that during this week. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Sagittarius Lagna people. So now guys, in your case, moon will start its journey from your 7th house and will end the week in your 10th house. So definitely friends, this week is creating a very positive energy in those cases where people are like all the time looking forward to next break, next sort of opportunity, next sort of collaboration or sponsorship or funding. So regarding all those endeavors, the week is creating a very positive energy. Second thing is that friends, slightly there could be little bit of the emotional turmoil, so try to keep all the negativity away from you, because during this week moon is going to be transiting from your 8th house as well. Now friends, in your case, Mars has got the rulership of your 12th house and the 5th house, and right now it is transiting in your 6th house. So your expenses are running very high right now. Now sometimes what happens is that these days we are living in a world of credit cards and all of that, so we do not realize that at the end of the day, added up with the interest, all of these extravagant lifestyle is going to come back at us only. So try to keep all of your expenses or balance it out or manage it in a very efficient way. Also friends, for all those people who are like students or who have to appear in any sort of competitive exam, so regarding that front, the week is creating a very positive energy, because 5th house lord transiting in the 6th house is a indication of success in any sort of competitive endeavors. And also friends, like I would say that if regarding any of the matters of the property and all of that, if you have to like sell out any of the impending property of yours, so a very good week for that, but not a very positive week for buying any property during this week. And also friends, regarding the matters of your professional endeavors, I'm not seeing you guys vulnerable in any front. Like all those people who are like in a matrimonial match, look out. So even for them as well, the week is creating a positive energy that you might run into, or some very prospective matrimonial proposal might come to you during this week. So this is how friends the planetary vibrations are influencing all the Sagittarius Lagna during this week. So a very good week for the religious austerities, a very good week for remaining lucky in landing at a lucrative opportunity. And when it comes down to the matters of your financial management, spendings and all of that, and I would also include the awareness and attention given towards your health. So regarding those areas, like pertaining to the matters of the 6th house, you have to remain bit cautious, bit aware. And the 5th house related matters will definitely, like when we talk about the competition, even like some of the people will also feel very proud because of the accomplishments or achievements of their children as well. So this is how the week is turning out for all the Sagittarius Lagna people. Moving ahead friends, now for all the Capricorn Lagna people. So now guys, in your case, moon is going to be starting the week from your 6th house and will ending the week in your 9th house. So definitely friends, because of the concentration of too many planets in your 9th house, luck finally seems to be supporting you. And just because moon is going to be starting the journey from your 6th house, so regarding your work front, I would say that the week is creating a very positive energy for all the Capricorn Lagna people. Now friends, just because during this week moon is going to be briefly, like it is going to be transiting from your 7th house as well. So during the middle of the week there could be some stark argument or difference of opinion which you might have to encounter within your matrimonial life. Like rather friends, I would say that just because in your case both your 2nd house and the ascendant lord Saturn is in a retrograde state in your 1st house, so I would say do not attach or pin your hope high from the people in your near and dear family circle. Like I would say that you are actually going through a time period where your friends or people in the neighborhood will prove to be more beneficial, or their influence will prove to be more beneficial comparing it with the people in your family ties. So this is the approach and attitude you have to keep for the time being, till the time Saturn is not going to come out of its retrograde motion. Also friends, like when we talk about regarding the matters of the students and all those people who are in any sort of academic field right now, so the week is creating a very positive energy. I'm not seeing you guys vulnerable in any front. Like when we talk about the matters of your profession, so as you can see that your 10th house lord, like Venus right now, is not in a very strong dignity. So regarding the matters of your professional front, I would say that a lot many people will think about restructuring their business or adding or subtracting anything in their offering in the business or venturing out into new business. So all those things can be considered only via taking into consideration the kind of yogas you have in your chart and the kind of dashas which are currently operational in your life. I would say a lot many people will get benefited because of your good nature during this time, but you might not get as much of the support which you deserve. So do not be or do not get disheartened with this kind of reciprocation of the favors. And overall friends, a very good time for religious austerities, for investing in philosophy, knowledge, wisdom, learning, acquiring a new skill. So that is how the week is turning out for all the Capricorn Lagna people. Moving ahead friends, now for all the rising people. So now guys, in your case moon will start its journey from your 5th house and will end the week in your 8th house. So definitely friends, regarding the matters of your emotional health and well-being, this week is kind of making you guys little bit vulnerable. Now definitely a lot is dependent on your natal planetary alignments as well, but if I were to say that definitely all the matters of 5th house, like 5th house which tells about your mental faculties, so 5th house lord is right now retrograde but exalted and concentrated with too many planets in your 8th house. So definitely you might be going through lot many plans in your mind, lot many strategies in your mind, but at the end of the day, if you will make a addition and subtraction of it, so nothing concrete is gonna come out other than just making you go for aimless wandering or restlessness. So the more peaceful you are going to be during this week, the better it is going to be working out for you. Also friends, like when we talk about any of the matters of the property or real estate, I would say that just because right now Mars is transiting from your 4th house, so a very good week for buying and selling or investing in any of the matters of the property or real estate. But when we talk about the like any of the concerns of the relationship or even specifically even the matters of your health as well, regarding that front as well, you have to remain a little bit cautious. Any of the like infection or cold or cough, because weather is also in a transition right now, so any of the health related concern acquired right now might take longer time to get rid of. So this is how friends the energy is coming out for all the Aquarius Lagna people. Time could be good for the students only if you are right now invested in research, but apart from that, if you have to take any important decision, so refrain from any reckless, any sudden decision making. That is how, and that is something which I want to advise to all the Aquarius Lagna people as a part of this week's theme for their rising sign. And last friends, for all the Pisces Lagna people, so now guys, in your case, moon will start its journey from your 4th house and will end the week in your 7th house. So definitely friends, a very good week for spending quality time with your family, with your loved ones, investing your energies in your domestic life and domestic family responsibilities and all of that. Like definitely if you are contemplating on initiating some new business or investing on some new venture and you are awaiting the support in the form of funding, resources or guidance, so regarding that front as well, the week will prove to be very fruitful. Like rather I would say that a very good week for initiating anything new. And also friends, like whether you are a student or you have to appear in any sort of competitive exam as well, the week is coming out a lot in your favor. Travels will prove to be very favorable for all the Pisces Lagna. Now friends, as you can see over here that just because moon is going to be transiting from your like 5th house as well, and the way your 6th house lord is in such a alignment, so specifically if you are like suffering from any of the ailments or vulnerability on the health of your gut, your stomach related concerns, so give heightened attention towards that. Even in the matters of the relationship or matrimonial alliances perspective as well, the week is creating a positive energy. And for all those people who have their own business and you are looking forward to any collaboration, signing any contract, new agreement, so regarding that front as well, the week is creating a very positive energy for all the Pisces Lagna people. So this is something friends which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs for the weekly forecast for this upcoming week for all the rising signs. For further more updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Dhanyavad.